I'm David Staniunas. I'm records archivist at PHS. And what I do is I'm accessioner-in-chief. So all new incoming archival collections, I get them off the freight elevator, I sort them a little bit, and I get them into new housing, into the database, and on the shelf. Because so much of the work that we do is for mid-councils and PCUSA congregations, I'm the person who helps to answer questions and train anybody who's a congregation record keeper or clerk. So I do routine trainings for mid-council leaders and congregation leaders. Because of that work, I've ended up being a person who does really a lot of our outreach and education, inside of the church. If you think of ministry as something different, if you think of your job as something that is for others, like a series of gifts given to the future, then I definitely think that all of the work that we do here qualifies. I guess an example of that is recently I've been looking into segregated seating policies in Southern Presbyterian churches in the early 1960s. The great thing about the Presbyterian tradition is that you keep records of everything, good and bad. All you have to do in order to end myth-making and end hero worship is to just barely scratch the surface of records. And you can go back and actually read in session minutes the exact moment at which a congregation decided to formally end seating for Black people in the South, and then to restart it largely after 1965. So those kinds of unravelings are the gifts that we give to the future, and that's why I think of this as ministry. There are a lot of weird little things that help keep you focused. I mean, we have a wealth of audiovisual documentation of the church, and over the last, nearly a decade, I've been able to learn how to work with a whole vast variety of audio and video formats. Every year I try to carve a little bit out of the preservation budget to go get a new deck. So developing those skills and getting people in touch with audio and video has been a great joy. The rest is seeing when people are grateful for your service. I was looking back over photos from a trip that I took to Queens to visit 3 Presbyterian churches in Queens and pick up some of their records for imaging, partly imaging in return. And I got them to take a picture with me, and the session members are beaming. I mean, they're incredibly happy to know that their stuff is going to be preserved and that there are people dedicated to care for their stuff.